Hey guys, welcome back to me being cheap. I'd like to tell you about some cheap flops and some cheap victories this week. Okay, first of all, for cheap victory, we got wingnut tickets. This is for the baseball game in Wichita. Boys and I went tonight. We had fun. It was the energy was there. It was great. My boys had never been to a baseball game before, so it was really nice. It was a nice time. So I consider that a win. We got the tickets through our Lions Club, which I'm a member of, and we were having family night. So I consider that a win. On the flop side of that, we bought the ballpark food. So it was a little expensive, but the boys really enjoyed the pretzels. They were really, really good. All right, on a cheap victory side of things, my youngest son and I, we found a new hobby to participate in while I'm out either walking with my pack for training for the Appalachian Trail, or riding my bike just for general exercise, or if I'm riding my bike distances, it'd be training for the sprint triathlon that I'm going to try and do next spring with my sisters. We are participating, or it's not really organized, but painted rocks. And basically what that is you find rocks, you paint them, you paint whatever designs on them. Some people write something on the back. Usually it's a link to a Facebook page, or sometimes they're just plain, with nothing written on them. And you're not supposed to keep the rocks. If you find the rock, you can either just take a picture of it or just look at it and leave it where it is, or if you want to pick it up, but then you're supposed to hide it somewhere else. So that is cheap. I'm getting ready to cut over to a video segment of some of the rocks that my son and I are making. I would say this is free. We picked up the rocks while I was walking, so the rocks didn't cost anything, and we already had paint. So we're working on that. The paint is taking several coats to get a good color on the rock. So I tried a recipe, and it involved using a ham bone, and I've done that tons of times with the beans. But this particular ham bone, I had also put the rind, I guess it's called rind, but the outside skin of a ham, I had also put that in there as flavoring. And I pulled it out of the freezer, and it was all one lump, and I put it in the crock pot, and I cooked it for a long time like it said to do, and it was gross. So the recipe called for like 4 potatoes cut up, and then a package of frozen either corn or green beans, and I chose green beans. And then you basically shred whatever meat was left. But the problem is that stuff was so fatty, that rind was so fatty, and it had cooked so long. The liquid that it was in was very, very oily. And then there was bits of cartilage, like from the joint, that I was getting, along with just stringy fat. And I tried to fish out the fat, but it was not good. I ate some of it. The taste was okay, but the texture was awful, and it looked disgusting. So I'm going to cut over to a video, and I'll show you how I fed it to my chickens, and they really liked it. So it wasn't all wasted, but I considered it a cheap flop because I really didn't have anything else in the house that night, and so we ended up buying some quick convenience food from the store. Maybe we actually went out to eat. I'm thinking we bought convenience food.
Nothing gets wasted here. So I tried a recipe, and it's been in the fridge, so it's a little congealed looking. It wasn't that wonderful. It tasted okay. The texture was a little and it was kind of fatty. So this was made from a ham bone and the ham trimmings, which that was from a leftover ham, so that really didn't cost me anything. Bag of frozen green beans and 4 potatoes. I had some of it. It wasn't wonderful. Kids wouldn't even touch them. I really don't blame them. I got a piece of gristle or cartilage or something, and it was just kind of gross. But you know what? These girls are going to love it. Aren't you, girls? Let's see how they do. girls. Oh. All right, this pot's pretty heavy. I'll set this camera right here. That's what it looks like. Oh, you girls need water too, don't you? They're going to eat this, and that's the wonderful thing about having chickens. Nothing goes to waste. So, yeah, this was wasteful because we didn't eat it, but really, it was probably $1 worth of frozen vegetables and probably $1 worth of potatoes. Again, the ham bone was something I already had, and it was just left over from a ham. And I was cleaning out my freezer, so got to use it up. Well, let's see if they gave us any eggs today. There's one on the bottom, one on the top. So, you can trade bad recipe experiences for eggs. It's a pretty good trade.
Another victory. All right, so I bought 24 things of peanut butter. These 24 things of peanut butter were 88 cents each, and regular price was $2.29 each. Now these are on sale this week at your local Kroger affiliate. I always had trouble saying that word. So basically I saved $1.41 per jar of peanut butter for a total savings of $33.84. So I figure with all the peanut butter sandwiches, no-bake cookies, peanut butter cake, any of the baking that we do with peanut butter or other recipes that call for it in addition to peanut butter sandwiches, this is about a year's supply. Or 2 containers a month. That also allows for donations for the food bank, because the food banks are usually always wanting or in need of peanut butter. So I figure this will be enough to get us by for a year and then help the food bank out as well. So, you know, $33.84, that's not a huge amount of money, but if you try to stock up on things as they come on sale, so that you don't have to buy the full price for them, that's going to save you a lot of money. Now, my Frugal flop has to do with the software that I was using on my smartphone to track prices. So I had downloaded a free app, and I had just been making notes of the store I bought the product from, the size of the product, the cost of the product, and if it was what they were considering a sale. And I had all this information in this app. So if it was cheese, I could go in the app, search by the keyword of cheese, and they would see all the entries that I had put in for cheese. Now, this summer, I did not do much grocery shopping at all because my kids were gone a lot of the time, and I was just using up what was in the house. So I did not look at that app all summer. Now, at some point, that app updated because I opened the app and it's completely different. They've got like a barcode scanning capability, what have you. The bottom line is, all my data is gone. So, you know, I had noted what dates like flour and sugar were going on sale and how much the sale was and who had the cheapest price. That data's gone. So I do have quite a bit of it up in here, but I'm going to have to recreate, and I'll probably actually just go pen and paper. I suppose that is risky too, because I could always lose the book. So again, I would consider that my cheap flop for the week. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.